What if I told you the most powerful company in America isn't Apple, Google, or Amazon, but a name you've barely heard, Palantir? Founded in 2003 with seed money from the CIA, Palantir quietly became the invisible giant behind governments, militaries, and corporations. While headlines celebrate iPhones and Teslas, Palantir operates in the shadows, blending surveillance, AI, and data mining into something more dangerous than products or profits: control. This isn't fiction. Palantir's reach goes far beyond your search history or shopping cart. They are embedded into hospitals, financial systems, defense networks, immigration enforcement, intelligence agencies. Their software predicts not just what you'll buy, but where you'll go, who you'll meet, and what you'll do, often before you know it yourself. That dream of a God's eye view, every action, every transaction tracked and analyzed, is no longer a dream. Palantir built it, perfected it, and sold it to the highest bidders. Governments desperate for security, corporations desperate for power. So why don't you hear about them? Because you're not their customer. Their clients are the ones who govern, police, and monitor you. And they aren't using Palantir to protect your freedom. They're using it to tighten their grip on it. The story begins with Peter Thiel, PayPal co-founder and political power broker. With funding from In-Q-Tel, the CIA's venture capital arm, Palantir was created to make sense of oceans of data: bank records, phone metadata, travel logs, medical files. The name comes from Tolkien's Seeing Stones, magical orbs that let rulers spy across any distance. Today, that fantasy is reality. After September 11th, intelligence agencies were drowning in raw data. Palantir promised clarity. Soon its software was tracking terrorist networks, predicting insurgent attacks, guiding drone strikes in the Middle East. To militaries, it was revolutionary. To civil liberties, it was catastrophic. Because once a government gains a tool that powerful, history shows it never willingly gives it back. From there, Palantir spread into civilian life. Police departments adopted it to predict crime. Hospitals used it to centralize patient data. Banks deployed it to fight fraud. During COVID, Palantir ran HHS Protect, the federal platform holding sensitive health records of millions of Americans. A private company with intelligence roots had gained unprecedented access to medical data, all under the banner of public safety. But Palantir doesn't just organize data, it predicts behavior. Its algorithms forecast where crime might occur, who might commit it, when unrest may spark. Critics warn this creates a self-fulfilling cycle. Label a neighborhood as high risk, flood it with police, generate more arrests, then use those arrests to justify the prediction. Entire communities get trapped by digital suspicion, punished not for what they've done, but for what a machine thinks they might do. Globally, Palantir's reach is staggering. Its software powers immigration enforcement, battlefield targeting, hedge fund trading, humanitarian logistics. Every use case may look different on paper, but the core remains the same. Convert messy, unpredictable human life into patterns that can be exploited. Unlike Apple or Amazon, Palantir doesn't need consumers. It isn't building shiny gadgets. It's building the invisible operating system of reality, a framework governments and corporations depend on, often without the public ever knowing it's there. Their true product isn't convenience, it's control. The contracts prove it: billion-dollar defense budgets, decade-long government agreements. Palantir went public in 2020, but its lifeblood isn't stockholders. It's the permanent partnership with the most powerful clients on Earth, militaries and intelligence agencies. These are not customers you cancel. So what's the end game? A one-world surveillance infrastructure, a digital panopticon logging every movement, analyzing every decision, predicting every choice. In such a system, borders lose meaning because data flows across them. Elections lose meaning because behavior can be nudged in advance. Free will loses meaning because your future is forecast and shaped before you act. The timing is no accident. As governments push for digital currencies, Palantir positions itself to monitor every transaction. As crises multiply, wars, pandemics, financial collapses, Palantir offers solutions. Each emergency feeds more information into their machine. Each byte becomes another brick in the walls of a digital prison. They market themselves as protectors, stopping terrorism, fighting crime, managing healthcare. But history makes one truth clear: absolute surveillance never stays noble. Once the tools are built, they are always turned toward control. And Palantir's tools are spreading faster than anything before. Here's the chilling part. Palantir doesn't need your consent. You don't download an app or sign up for an account. Your data, your location, your habits, your health, your finances already flows through the pipelines they control. They don't need your permission. By the time you realize it, the system is already watching. So why isn't this front page news? Because Palantir doesn't sell drama. It's too complex, too technical, too enmeshed with governments to ever face serious public scrutiny. Real power rarely lives in the spotlight. It survives by hiding in plain sight. And the most terrifying question remains: what happens when Palantir's AI evolves further? When predictive policing becomes predictive governance? When leaders stop making choices and instead take orders from algorithms? What happens when dissent is neutralized before it even exists? At that point, are we free or just data points shuffled through a machine we never chose to serve? The most powerful company in America isn't Apple, Google, or Amazon. It's Palantir, the company you were never meant to notice, the one already inside your government, your systems, your future. And if you think this sounds like paranoia, ask yourself, who benefits from you believing this is only a conspiracy? You be the judge. If you're awake, you already know what to do. Hit the link in our description and join our underground newsletter.